Hi everyone, how are you doing? We've been having a lot of hot weather. Not good for me at all. I dread this. Because this year, unlike last year when this all started, I had the chills too. And the chills started, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks ago. They used to only come like at night, like from 5 o'clock till, I don't know, 5 in the morning. But now they're all the time. They come on and then they're gone for 5 minutes and they're back. So it's really a crap show, let me tell you. But anyhow, I finally got to go have a mammogram that was much overdue. I think it was planned a few years, I think 2 years before what happened to the world. And then they weren't able to reschedule me and so on and so forth. So I had called them and explained the situation with my son. Usually he comes to the appointment with me anyhow because of his problems, and this place is a big place, so you usually sit in a room with a bunch of women and wait for like 5 hours. But since I have had to take my son, well, pretty much since he was 2 when I would start leaving the house with him, they let us sit in a little room. And so then when I had to go back to have the test done, the I guess it's called advocate would sit with him, and then I'd go back in the little room and wait till it's the doctor's turn. And then when he was little, he'd go back with me, and then I'd have an ultrasound. Not always, sometimes, or otherwise we'd go back and the doctor would see us. It still took a long time, but they were, what's the word? Not convenient. Conducive, I don't know, whatever the word is. So anyhow, my big worry was, how will I get there? My car still doesn't work, and it's never going to be fixed because you know who isn't going to fix it for me. He told me to start it and he gave me a battery. I started it, didn't work, told him, he didn't get me a battery. So he ended up bringing him, and I had to call them and explain the situation about my son, and say that he's going to be in the car with his father, and I would need to, I'd check in, and then either if they're going to call me right away, if not, I have to go back in the car with him, and then they could call, because on my cell phone, you can call in, I can't call out. They can call me, I'll come in, have the test, then I'll go back in the car, and then they can call me back when I come see the doctor. So then I got a call back. I can get a call and a message on my cell phone, and she says she wanted to talk to me, and I didn't know there was voicemail because my voicemail thing doesn't show up. So when I finally thought I checked my voicemail, there were 2. The second one said they prefer that people don't leave once you're there to stay, because God forbid we might inconvenience the doctors who make millions of dollars, I guess. I don't know. So to call her back. So anyhow, they call me back, and she said, after thinking about it, yeah, it makes sense, I said, well, I can't bring my son in there, because first they made an offer that, he can sit there with his father, which is like sitting alone, right? So I talked to his father. He said, no way, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to sit there. Pretty much exactly like that he talked. So I told him he's going to have to use the air because Polly can't get overheated. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't trust him, but I thought, well, that's okay because, I'm going to come back in and out. So I get there, and yes, this is going to be a venting video. So who doesn't like it, go away. Bye-bye. Sorry about that for everyone else. That's for the trolls. Anyhow, so I got in there, and the first girl says, oh, you had to fill out the paperwork now because you didn't do it online. Well, I did do it online. I always do it online because a few times we have left this house, it's for a doctor's office appointment, and I always do the stuff online because I don't want to waste a second longer in the place than we have to. Oh, well, we'll come here now. I'll do it for you. Okay, she was nice, but that's the kind of attitude she had. She starts doing it, she says, oh, I see, it just wasn't saved, so I'll save it. So we go back to the thing, and she says, oh, well, I don't know what's going on. Go up to window 2001. Okay, so I go over and I'm checking in with the lady. I said, I didn't know none of this. I went over and she's talking her personal talk. I could tell you exactly about all her personal life. She says, just a minute. So I'm standing there and she's going on all about her personal life. Well, I'm standing there breathing this air I don't want to breathe. And of course, I have 2 masks on. But anyhow, and she's a cloth mask, which aren't allowed. You're supposed to wear a surgical mask or N95. So I'm standing there waiting. So then she asked my name, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have an insurance card because they will send one out, but only to his secret P.O. box, and he doesn't give it to me for some reason. Because, oh, that's right, he likes to control my life. So I have a picture in my phone. So I told her I have a picture in my phone, and I said, don't touch my phone. So we went through all that. She says, oh, you didn't fill out the paperwork. I says, yes, I did. The girl over here said the same thing. Then we went over to the computer. She said it wasn't saved. So we went over there. She saved. It came back here. And she said, you would take care of me. Well, I don't know. She didn't do something right. We're going to have to go back there. So much for not breathing that air. Well, at this point, Polly's in the car. So at least he's in the car, right? So then we go back over to the computer area. And she says, do you want to do it or do you want me? I says, no, I've already done it online. So I guess you can do it. She's like, do you want me to ask you the questions? Well, yeah, considering I can't see that far, I'm keeping my distance from this woman because she's wearing a cloth mask and coughing and sneezing. So she starts asking questions. Then the girl next to her is saying something. And she interrupts my thing, tells her, oh, you don't need the amounts. I guess she was they asked what medicine you take. And the lady was taking a whole bunch of medicine. She was writing down her amounts. And she told the girl who I originally had, you don't have to put that down. I'm thinking, lady, just take care of me and let me out of here. So anyhow, got that done. I guess she got frustrated. She's all good enough. Okay, this is before you got to go and have a mammogram. Just the thing we all love to do, right? So then she says, oh, go sit down over there. Okay. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Went back to the desk and she said, again, the same thing. What's your name? I gave her my name. I thought, okay, she forgot my name. Then she says, can I see your insurance card? I says, we've already done this. I said, remember, I showed you on my phone. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, go sit down over there. So I sat down, and I really didn't sit very long. I just sat long enough to, oh, no, I said to her, I said, this pisses me off this whole day yesterday. I said to her that, I'm going to go to the car, and then they're going to call me back. Oh, I have to talk to someone. Go sit down. So I sat down, and then it wasn't too long. I had to wait, and someone came got me, and I told them the same thing. And they says, oh, yeah, we're going to put you in this room. I said, no, I have to go out and sit with my son. So what could I do? Run out of there? I had to have this done. So I go in the other room. They give me a gown. They look at me. I look small because I am small. I'm skinny, but this gown was too small. I could barely tie it. So someone comes knocking. I didn't even have them all tied. I'm like, yeah, hello, yeah, come in, whatever. So they go to take me down, and I'm telling them about it. And like everyone's ignoring me. So I guess the first woman lied and said that I could go to the car and I couldn't. So I was in the room. I texted Mr. Wonderful there and asked if the air was on. Well, apparently he lied and said it wasn't because, he gets cold and he doesn't care if his son drops over. It doesn't matter. So I'm texting any chance I have. I can text on the phone. So then I have a mammogram and now I have a new pain on the left side coming down from my neck area, down over my shoulder, down my back, into my ear. So doing a mammogram was horrifying. And the lady was just pissed to begin with. This place is very famous, known all around the world, but they have awful techs or good techs. And I had an awful one. So, oh my God. She just didn't care about anything. She says, put your head up higher. And I explained to her about my neck. And your head's not high enough. I said, I'm doing the best I can. I cannot hold my head up. And it's kind of difficult with this thing shoved up my neck anyhow. So I'm doing the best I can. I think I did a perfect job. She could have adjusted her attitude. So finally we got everything. Oh no, that's right. This was a new thing because I came for a problem. So I had to put these little sticky things where I found the lumps. Well, I can't put my head down to look. So I'm trying to feel. And it was just hard to find. And she was, well, what do you mean you can't find it? You said you had lumps. I said, I am sorry. When I check at home, I look down because then I'm at home, and I'm not tense. I want to say I don't have someone screaming at me. Well, I do, but he's not looking at me. He's not nowhere near me when I check. So anyhow, she said, well, do whatever. So, okay, so we did that. And then after that, let me think. Oh, yeah, then they put me back in the room, and I said, no, I'm supposed to go back to my car and check on my son. And, not get anywhere. So again, I text. Then I keep texting, make sure he's okay, whatever. So then they call me back. It was a bit. And then they called me back. I was a wreck the whole time, worrying about Polly. Because his father, I found out later, he was sleeping the whole time. So if anything would have happened to him, I'm sure Polly would be too afraid to wake him up, and he may not be here today. So anyhow, they take me back for an ultrasound, which usually I do have ultrasounds plus the mammogram. And so I was telling the girl about it. I said, because the girl comes in, she said, I'm going to be helping the doctor. I said, this is going to be long. And I explained the situation. The advocate said that would happen and didn't happen. She didn't say nothing. So the doctor comes in, and very cold, doesn't say her name. I don't know who she was. At this point, my neck hurt so bad. The thought of laying down on that bed, I don't know how I was going to do it. And I think the doctor could clearly see I was in pain. I was holding my head up at the chin area. And so I go to lay down, and I'm asking, is my head, am I sitting high enough for my head to hit the pillow? Because I have problems with my neck. And I can't even go into this. Anyhow, so I'm trying to get back with, I only have one arm because the other one is totally ruined from whatever that pain's from. So I'm trying to hold my head. I'm trying to figure which hand can hold the head, the one that hurts or the one that I got to lean on. So I figured the one I need to lean on has to be the one that doesn't hurt, because if I lean on that, I could fall. So I'm leaning on the one arm that's okay. I'm trying to hold my head with the other one that hurts so bad. And she says, oh, wait, I'll get you another pillow. She gets me another pillow, which helps a bit. So I get down there, and my legs bent, because that's easier if you have back problems or neck problems. And then she says, put your arm up. And she said, oh, wait, I will give you another pillow. She gave me another pillow. And she goes so fast, so hard, and it's hurting so bad. And, come to think of it, they didn't even tell me about the mammogram. They gave me the sheet when I left, which gives you everything information. And I just saw that now. So anyhow, she's going real hard, real fast. And I've been going to this place forever. She says, this is fine. So I said, so there's no lumps or anything? No, not on the side. So then she goes to the other side. I think she stays on the same side, which usually they always go to the other side. I don't know. She's going real fast. And I'm like saying, ouch, that hurts. And usually they'll say, oh, that is a cyst or something. So then she said, it's fine. I said, did you find any cysts even? She says, no cysts. Well, that's a lie. I know I have cysts. Oh, I was treated so terribly. So anyhow, as I'm sitting there, the girl says, just a minute, I'll take you back. So she says, here's the paperwork. And it says about the heterogeneous breast tissue. I said, the what? She says, that's why you're going to have an ultrasound every time after that, because you have heterogeneous breast tissue. I'm like, what is that? She says, oh, it's written on the paper. So my stomach drops to the ground or into my throat. Now my heart goes in my throat. And anyhow, so I go back to the room. Oh yeah, she says, I'll put the paper. Oh, that's right. To get up, I couldn't even get up, because from doing the mammogram, I can't explain. If you don't have neck pain, you can't imagine. My neck was totally dead. And I only had one Advil left, but I took the Advil, Motrin, whatever it's called, Motrin. Doesn't matter, they're both the same. Took Motrin, I took Tylenol because I knew I was going to be in pain. And they're trying to help me up off the table, because I can't, somebody has to hold my head, or I had to hold it. So she was totally pissed, like I'm interrupting with her making $2 more million to stuff 10 people in 5 minutes. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what do you mean? And she says, well, I'll put the paper in your purse. I says, no, you won't touch my purse. So I had a bag where I kept like water, for Polly or me to drink, and extra masks and stuff. So I said, just put in there, please. Okay, she did. She walked me back to the room, and she said, when you're done, you just go left and get out of there. So they brought me somewhere else. I said, no, wait a minute. They had me in a different room. Oh, someone else is using that room. Oh, that's great. So many people breathed there before I was in there. That's another reason why I didn't want to be in the room. So they lied, and I had asked to speak to the advocate 3 times, never got her. So then I get to the car, and I said, Holly, was the air? No, first, that's right, I can't see him. So I have something called Duo, which is like FaceTime. So I FaceTime calling, and it was Polly, and I says, where are you? Did he leave? Because he has done that to me. And he says, no, we parked under a tree. So I'm standing there in the blaring heat, hot, hotter than hot. And it's a good 5 minutes, so I don't know where they went. And Polly said they didn't have their on, but it was okay. It was not okay. Polly is hot-blooded to begin with, so his father lied, just like I thought he would. So I shouldn't even said about the part me going to the car. I should have said they both have to wait in the room, because Polly would never say to his father to turn on there. Well, it would make no use. So the reason he let him use his phone is so then he could sleep. So he's not a father. A father would stay up with a child who has this deadly heart problem. So that was that. So we're right by Costco. You could throw a stone. And I want to get these shorts. I have one pair of shorts, and I thought this year I think I deserve two. I says, can you please just drive next door to Costco and let me just go in? I would say the term run in, but run and I don't happen anymore. So I could go in and get these shorts. I know the size. Or you can run in. I will give you the money, and you get me the shorts. So I can have a second pair of shorts. Nope, not doing that. So then we're coming on the way. He's going to drop us off. And I said, I really need to go to the bank. It's been months. I have no money at home. If I could find someone to buy me some groceries, I have to give them money, because I am being ripped off by this Instacart. One day I'm going to write down the stuff and tell you how many more fees, service fees on top of fees, and taxes on top of it. It's unbelievable. I said, there's no reason. Plus paying sometimes $2 more for an item. Nope, not doing that. I said, then can I please use your car? I need to go to the bank. And I need to get some food. Polly had nothing. I had nothing. We needed milk. I mean, just essentials. Just some milk and, a bit of food, so I would avoid the $30-some in fees. And I don't know, it's probably another 50. Depends how much I order, but another 50 extra money I'm paying for food that costs cheaper in the store. Nope, not going to do that. I said, that is your son. I said, either you go in or I go in. Or you come to my place, watch your son, and let me use your car. Nope, not doing that. And I says, can you do the battery? Yep, just start your car, so we'll see. So he goes right in. I'm left with everything. And so I started the car going, like I said, I told him. So anyhow, he has come to the lowest of low of being the cruelest human being on this planet. And most people understand having a cruel human being. So the people who want to say some negative comments about I'm complaining, yeah, maybe I'm complaining. I'm just telling you about my day and how horrible it is. So if you have a bad day, you can come back to this vlog of mine and listen and think, wow, your life doesn't suck as bad. I'm not saying woe is me by any means. I'm just saying I can't believe a human being who has a child who is sick as he is and knows I need to get money out of the bank and food for his child says no. No, are you kidding? No. So then he's here visiting and basically just sleeping, because that's all he does, because he's effed up. And I was so sore. Oh my God, I was so sore. So the next week to 10 days, I'm probably going to be dying of pain. And I had no more Motrin. That was another thing. I thought if I ran in the grocery store, I could get some Motrin. No. So he doesn't let us stay in the car because he keeps all his millions of dollars in there. But not letting me go in, I don't understand that. So here I am waiting till I get paid again, so I can get ripped off by Insta ripoff and order stuff that way. But, I was here and I said, well, you better figure out something to feed your son, because I asked to bring us to the grocery store. I was trying to also fit in, it's right next door, it's a drugstore, because I needed these what's it called, migraine pads, but I wasn't going to even ask for that. So am I grateful he brought me? Yeah, but you know what, there's always a price to pay, and I think I mentioned that before. But see, he took a week off vacation this week, so it's not like he was missing it. He just took a week off to, I don't know, to do nothing. Who knows? I said you could have told me you had a week off, because I have another appointment coming up, 2 appointments actually, that maybe he could have brought me. But he's hell-bent. He will not let me use his car. He used to let me use it. There's something wrong. I think he's becoming senile, or he's just a total piece of crap. But, talking that way in front of your son, saying no, he's not stupid, our child. He knows I need to go to the bank. He knows we need food. It was just horrifying. And not to be able to, I think people deserve to have more than one pair of shorts. Really, he's truly, truly a monster. That's all I could say. So anyhow, I looked at the paper when I got home. It says I have heterogeneously breast tissue. So basically it means I have fibrous, granule, and fatty tissue, which means it makes it, I'm at a higher risk of getting breast cancer, makes it harder to see it. There's no guarantee if what they told me was right. And you can't really find it by a self breast exam. So then the first lady, the mean one, the first mean lady, asking me where I found the lump at home. What was the point? What's the point of finding it at home? Because apparently I didn't find it, because so I have to go every year now and have a mammogram and an ultrasound because I have this condition. Now, I used to have fibrocystic breast disease, and they called it something else, and they said it went away when you go through menopause. But apparently someone lied, and it didn't go away, because it says as you get older, especially after menopause, if you have dense tissue, it gets undenser, whatever the word would be. So I don't know what happened. I am going to call the advocate today and ask, explain about the whole thing, how no one would call an advocate, wouldn't explain to me why nobody let me out, back out, whatever. I don't care. I'd walk out in the gown. I don't care. Such an exhausting day. Such a horrible person. And here we are again with no food. Well, not again. I always have food. This time we just didn't have it because there's too much money. I can't afford to pay anything by buying groceries, and we hardly buy anything. I just make sure Paul eats. I just make sure I got my fat-free milk, and the only reason I drink that is because I have high cholesterol, and not eating is not good for high cholesterol. So anyhow, here we are the next day, hotter than heck. My house is so hot. I haven't slept. It's 6-something in the morning, and I haven't slept. So I'm going to hope the money's been put into my account and get ripped off at Instacart. So I guess I could try calling but I can't today. I was going to say try calling the auto club today, have them start the car. The thing is, I don't have much gas. That was another thing. I need to get to the gas station. I thought while he was here, I'd go, and hopefully if the car broke down and the auto club wouldn't do they can't put it to the garage because I can't pay to fix it, that he would come save me, but maybe not. But at least someone would be with Polly. As little as being with him is like being with a ghost, being with his father. But he says, no, I'm not going to stay here. I says, well, I don't want you here. Then go. If you don't let me, go, I'm going to go, and I have to get gas, and I have to get Polly some food. Well, then I'm leaving. What kind of person says that? I don't know. So that was an awful day. So anyhow, no sleeping today for me. So, like I say, I hope he put the money in the bank. Then I'll have to get ripped off and order whatever. It's terrible, to just piss away money when you don't have it. I mean, when you go to the grocery store, it's bad. But to pay that extra, I mean, some things, like I say, $2, even $3 more than the store, because I got to go to the store within the last, couple months. It was after appointment. He actually let me go in, but told me I had to hurry, and then I won't even tell you what happened when I couldn't hurry because everyone was in the store. But anyhow, so now it doesn't sit well with me that I have this heterogeneously breast tissue that even doing a self-exam, I might not be able to see it. And even doing the tests they do, that's why they do the ultrasound, because I guess an ultrasound can see better when you have these kind of breast tissues. I can't believe it, This is just, I guess when I go to my gynecologist, I'll ask her about it. I don't know. I definitely didn't have the doctor I used to have. I mean, the original one, I'm sure she died. She was really old. But I don't feel I don't know. I'm going to call their office, ask to speak to the advocate and nurse. I need this explained to me more, because if it's saying they can't guarantee that it's negative, basically, and I'm at a higher risk for getting it, and because of the heterogeneous breast tissue and there's 4 levels of it. Which level am I? Because if you're level 4, you're really screwed. So, and did I say I have to go every year? I probably did, but anyhow, I'm pretty much worked up. My head hurts, my neck hurts. I can't turn my, before I went, I can't turn my head to the left at all because it hurts. It almost feels like a pinched nerve, but I don't know what to do. I called my doctor's office about it 2 days, and then they said, well, when you go to the neurologist in December, are you kidding? Tell them. Well, they're not going to do nothing if it's not on the request, or what's it called, the referral. I said, I can't. The pain is so bad. And this isn't my regular neck pain. This is totally on the left-hand side and goes up into my ear. So anyhow, that was my horrible day. This video is way too long. Let's see how long it loads. And please, no bad comments, okay? If you don't like my life, then go away. Just go away. And no, I'm not taking out my anger on you, and I'm not even angry. I'm fed up with this person. He's just insane. He's got to be manic. He goes around shopping like crazy for him and his daughter, our daughter. Call it his daughter because he treats her like a queen. He treats her like his wife. And how can you say no when your child needs food? I don't know. I just don't understand. If my car was working, I would sell my house and we'd live in the car. You know, just move somewhere where it's cold, like Alaska or I don't know, wherever it's cold, and live in my car. I don't know, because I've just had it. There's no reason we were out. For someone to be so selfish and so cruel and so cold. And I forgot to tell you, he was stuffing his face with fast food. Yes, the father was. Yep. Yes, he was. That's all he does. He's getting so heavy. His stomach is over the steering wheel. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. As I'm dwindling away, well, that's okay, but not really, because I got to be alive for Polly. But like I said, Polly always has something. It's very rare that it would be like, I have to get, I keep wanting to say run, because I used to be able to rush, but I can't now. But you know what I mean. Go in and just grab a few things. But he said, no, absolutely not. And his voice started getting louder and louder, so that was it. And here I am, another hot day. So how have you been? Make sure you get your mammograms, and if you have that dense thing, don't do caffeine, anything caffeine. That's a big no-no. That makes it worse. So luckily, I don't like coffee, and I don't do anything caffeine. So that is that. Thanks if you made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Share this video in case someone else doesn't know they have this kind of tissue. They should ask. I think everyone should ask, because this is kind of a dangerous thing, that you're at a higher risk, and really doing a self-exam, you may not be able to find a lump. And if you press the like button, it really helps share my videos. And, you know, I'd like to grow my channel so I can monetize, because maybe then I don't have to depend on him so much for our financial needs, and then I could freely pay the overripped prices for Insta whatever, or fix my car, one or the other. But anyhow, if you could like the video, it really would help us. Be kind to people, be kind to yourself, pray for everyone in the world, and always know you're never alone. Look up into the big blue sky, and no matter what, you know we're all living under the same sky. Don't forget to have your mammogram. Bye for now.